guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name's Brittany, and today I have another Shop My Stash video. I upload these weekly on every single Tuesday. So we're starting off in my new drawer. Last week from the new drawer, I picked out this Aaliyah MAC palette, and we'll talk about that when we get to the palette drawer. And I also pulled out, I had two of these little samples. I used up one. This is just the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. I just use this as a mixer, so I don't really have any final thoughts on it. But instead of putting this one back, I am going to hold on to it because I do plan on pulling a darker foundation. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull this for this week. And then another item I want to pull is this one. When I did that video on what's in my new drawer, everyone was like, how did you not use the chocolate gold palette yet? And I'm like, I know. I have no idea how. But I think the Thanksgiving week is a perfect week to use it. I think November, like this palette just screams November, and I feel like that's what I was waiting on. So here we are. So I'm going to pull this one for this week. And that's all for this drawer. This is my everything face that isn't a blush, bronzer, highlight, contour drawer. So let's go ahead and start off with the foundation. So last week for foundation, I pulled my ultimate favorite. Like, this really is my all-time favorite foundation. It is a drugstore foundation. It's the Revlon Color Stay. I don't have that much. Look at how much I have left in there. Like, it's almost gone, but I'm going to put it back. And this week I'm going to pull out my Kat Von D. I feel like I haven't pulled this Kat Von D Locket Tattoo foundation. The glare on this is heavy right now. But I like this foundation. It's one of my darker colors, so that's why I kept in the light mixer. Yeah, but we're going to pull this one. It's a nice full coverage foundation. And I need to put back my primer for last week, my Smashbox primer water. I'm going to put that one back. And I tend to always pick this product with that foundation. So, like, why break tradition? This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I have oily skin. For whatever reason, this works with that foundation. So we're going to pull that one. And then for powders, let me see. Let me just go ahead and get this one out of the way. I always say I'm going to keep in my Rimmel Stay Matte for touch-ups. But for actual, like, setting powder, I'm going to put back the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This is a lot of people's favorites. It is not my favorite. Actually, the only foundation that I have that I feel like it works with is that one that I pulled last week. So we're going to put this one back. And I'm going to pull out the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I just think that this is like one of my favorite combinations for foundation. This is becoming one of my favorite powders. So yeah, we're going to pull this one. And for setting sprays, I lost the lid on this, but I just have to put up the Revlon Photo Ready. It's a really good one. And just switch it out for this Urban Decay All Nighter. I have that CoverGirl one, but I'm kind of waiting on the yearly empties to transfer that into another bottle, just because that bottle is not workable. So yeah, I'm going to pull the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. And then for concealer, so we have to talk about this combination. This combination is not a good combination, but I figured that because this concealer, the Born This Way, it is a drying, it settles into fine lines underneath the eyes, so putting that on top of the Becca Brightening, it just was not a good combination. Like, it really settled everywhere. I hated it, but I'm going to keep this Becca Brightening one in because I normally like it. So I'm going to pull this one. I'm going to also, I feel like I haven't used this one in forever. This is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. It is a darker shade for me, and the only foundation I feel like it works with is that darker Kat Von D foundation. So yeah, I'm going to pull this one. And then I'm just keeping in the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. It has gotten cold and dry in Kentucky, so I'm glad I have this back in my life. So yeah, I'm going to pull that. And that's all bronzer, highlight, contour drawer. So last week I used the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour for a contour. This week I'm keeping it in, but I'm just using it to set under my eyes with that shade, and that to set the lids. So keeping it in but not using for contour. And then for contour this week, I was looking at the Too Faced one, but I feel like I've used that. So let me pull this one out. This little thing was hiding in the back, but it is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. And I do like using this for contour. So yeah, I also set my lid with that. And I actually might try to use that highlighter this time. I'm going to pull that one. Haven't pulled that in what feels like forever. And for bronzer, I just need to put back this little baby sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Put that one back. What am I going to pull? I feel like I've done a really good job at rotating all of them. I feel like the one that I haven't pulled lately is the Too Faced Sun Bunny. Just looks like that. I like to mix them. So we're going to pull this one. And then for blush, last week I used the Bare Minerals blush in the Indecent Proposal. It looked like that. I liked it. This tone just isn't my favorite shade. So we're going to put that back. And then this week I'm going with a more bronzy. No, that's really coral. That's really coral. That's really orange. I know I pull these all the time, but like I just can't not pull these. So this is the Tarte Feisty blush. I think I literally pulled this like the time before last, but we're going to pull it again. I don't know. What can I say? I like it. And for highlight last week, I pulled my Nude Stick in Illuminati, and what you're seeing there is plastic. Like, it's used up, unfortunately. So I'm going to put this in my empties. That is sad, but I'm glad to be using my products. And then over top of that, or sometimes on its own, just because there's so little product, I use the Jeffree Star Highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and put a look on the screen. I used the Aaliyah palette, and then I was like, oh, that's an okay look. And I heard Makeup with Mariella used this one time as like a topper to her eyeshadow, so I did that. Look at that. Just look at it. I mean, it was stunning. I wanted to do that look every single time I used this palette, but where that palette was new, I didn't want to go back and do repeats. Like, I wanted to see what I can get from that palette, but man, I'm going to be pulling this highlighter as a topper in the future, and I love it as a highlighter as well. So I'm going to put that one up. I know which one I'm pulling. I already was excited when I seen the palette tones that I pulled. But we're going to pull the Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey. If you see this in TJ Maxx, do yourself a favor and snatch her up. Like, she looks so beautiful. So I'm going to pull this one. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think that I am. So that's all for this drawer. Everything Eyes, it is in an eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to have to go ahead and put this in my empties as well. 2 products in one video. That's really good for me. This is all gone. It's the Milk Cush mascara. I didn't love it at first. I actually liked it when it started to get more used up. And she is used up. Just a very, like, it just makes your lashes look the blackest black possible, which makes them in turn pop. But I'm going to put that up. And then I think I'm going to break back out one of my favorite combos. So I want to use the Smashbox Superfan, which this is in the Point Perk. It's totally worth it. It will lengthen them to no end. And then this Dior primer, I'm also going to pull. I like the two together. I like them individually, but I love them together. So I'm going to pull those. And then I need to put back my Goof Proof by Benefit. I used to love this because I was like, I'm always on the go, like I'm always in a hurry, and this gives you a really good fluffy brow. But I like I'm really happy to be using my Too Faced Brow Envy. Like, it gives me an option if I want to do an ombre. My hair is highlighted, so sometimes I can get away with this one shade. Most of the time I do the brunette for more defined. I've used the crap out of that setting wax, as you can see, and I've even started using that highlighter, and the little baby tools are adorable, and I use them every time. So we're going to pull this one. And then I need to keep in my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I don't know when this is going to be used up. Like, one day it's just going to be used up, but that day wasn't any of last week's. So we're going to keep her in again. And I need to switch out my Kat Von D tattoo liner for my Tarte Sex Kitten. I love felt tip liners, if you can't tell. So we're going to pull that one. And I want to pull out a little specialty liner. I'm going to pull out the Urban Decay Pencil in Starfire. It's just a really copper color. It's like that. I think I might be able to use that with that palette. And it's also in a project pan. So if at all possible, I hope I can use that in that palette. I also pulled this Jelly Much shadow from the Villains collection in Spindle from ColourPop. I loved it. I'll put the look on the screen now. Just looks stunning. And I think there's so many colors going on with that palette. Like, it's a big palette. I don't want to pull any of my singles. So I also don't want to pull lashes. Like, that's a surprise. And that's all for this drawer. The lippy drawer, and all of my lippies are where? In my car. Of course they're in my car. I do have my lip balm, which probably will only last one more week. This is the Sephora Rosehip Lip Balm. Look at that. Getting some good use out of that. Keeping it in until it's completely used up. And let me see. So this palette, I love a good bronze lip color. Let me see what we're working with. Okay. Yeah, it's like bronze, goldy. Okay. Okay. I know where to go. So I want to get a really dark brown lip color. Let me see. Let's do this dark one. Maybe. This is in Damned by Kat Von D. No, that's a purple color. What are you doing there? Let's see. Just kidding. Witches, I feel like, is a black. Yep. Nope. Well, never mind. So I know I'm pulling Fudge Pop. Like, that was a given. I love Fudge Pop for any time of year. But look at that. That just screams that palette. And then I kind of want to do this one to give it another try. I know you guys really said that you liked this one, so I want to give it another try. This is Lime Crime in Salem. Yeah, that's what I wanted that Kat Von D shade to be. Nervous about that one, but I'll take my time when I put it on and hopefully have a better experience. And then I kind of just want to do those, and then maybe just a neutral color. So this Jeffree Star Liquid Lip in Mannequin, so it can go with all the other ones. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Okay, that's all for this drawer. It is reserved for my little baby palettes or like my huge palettes, like that Jaclyn Hill one. But I need to put back this MAC Aaliyah palette. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I did a lot of looks. Like, I feel like I know that I've used every color in here but this one, but that was like the color of my Jelly Much shadow. Okay, so what I'm wearing today is this row, actually just these two. So it was good for like a subtle like work look. I'll put that look on the screen. Then like with the Jeffree Star one that I already showed you, I did that one and then that one. This shade is terrible to blend. This brown even more so than this, and this isn't really pigmented. Like, these shades took a lot of work, like the mattes. The first day that I used it, I used that like that shade right there. I'll put that look on the screen. It looked pretty. It looked like I filmed a video in it, so I mean, she was alright. And then I also put this one all over the lid one day, and that in the crease. If I took a picture of it, I'll put it on the screen now. And then the one that sort of surprised me was I put this one all over the lid. And then I think I did either this one or that one or a combination. And it was different as far as like versatility to this palette. Probably my favorite look was this that I got, and I put the Jeffree Star one and then this one just for the neutral one. I don't know. I got tired of using it after, I mean, how many days did I use it? I used it for like a week. It wasn't one that I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to like put it up, or oh my god, like I don't ever want to put it up. It's just like, okay, you've served your purpose. Time to go up. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's look at all the items that we pulled. Overview of all the items that we have pulled. I am excited to use that contour palette. I feel like I haven't used it in forever. That moisturizer is working amazing for me. I'm excited for those base products and that highlighter. And I'm really excited for that Too Faced Brow Envy. I have no idea that that would be a favorite, but it has become one. Those lippies are bomb. And I'm excited to finally pull that chocolate gold palette. Know in the comments below some products that you have pulled this week or some products that you are loving. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.